All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. You ready for some high-speed action tonight? Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Phoenix Raceway.
This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. The high-octane Racing League Buschwackers Series hits Phoenix Raceway tonight for a 120-lap race. It's race number 4 of the season, and it's sunny Phoenix. And did I mention dog leg? That's right, the dog leg is in play. Who's got what it takes to bring home the victory? Well, there's only one way to find out. That's watch it right here on TurnLeftTV. Well, a little Buschwackers Xfinity Series on a Friday night. It's 120 laps from sunny Phoenix. It's race number 4. Let's get this party started. All right, thank you so much for coming in and joining me here on TurnLeftTV. And a little fun racing tonight here at Phoenix. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, broadcaster, commentator here at TurnLeftTV, and a fun one tonight, man. Phoenix International, 120-lap race. It's race number 4 of the season, and this is going to be a lot of fun. We're a little bit behind here, having a little bit of a late start here, so about 5 minutes left to go in the practice session. Take a look at the schedule here, man. This is race 4 next week. Oh my God, where are we at? We're at Sonoma Raceway next week. Holy Toledo. No, not Toledo, Sonoma. Sears Point, California. That's coming up next week. Finish out the first half of the season. We got Memphis, North Wilkesboro, Toledo. Oh, there is Toledo. How about that? Daytona, Frosty 200 coming up on December the 27th, and California Speedway on January the 3rd. Tonight's race is brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you are interested in an rFactor 2 server, there are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. That is EliteHostingUSA.com. How about hosting your website or your online store? Some VPS hosting and shared web hosting also available through EliteHostingUSA.com. Thank you so much for joining me here on the YouTube channel, man. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks to all those new subscribers, and don't forget to smash the bell. Get updates when races are going live here at TurnLeftTV. And if you're watching tonight thank you for coming in and watching the race. I really appreciate that. Let's take a look at the track here at sunny Phoenix. A little over a mile in length, 1.6 kilometers, 4 turns. No, 5 turns. That dog leg is a turn, in my opinion. It's a little shallow turn, but it's a turn. Definitely will come into play here tonight. Banking on the front stretch at 3 degrees, in the back stretch at 10 to 8 degrees. The dog leg, 10 to 11 degrees of banking. You see the turns 8 to 9 degrees of banking as well, man. So a lot going on here at Phoenix, man. And it's a fun track. It really is. I think a lot of guys like racing here. More racing this weekend will be at Kentucky Speedway for a 100-lap race number 4 of the season, and the Saturday Night Thunder, the Cup Series, will be back in action tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 100 laps at Kentucky, man. I love Kentucky, man. It really was one of my best tracks, and I really am excited about that one. Got about 2 minutes left to go here in the practice session. Let's take a look at the standings, huh? How about that? Coming into tonight, Bardelli Jr. has a little lead over the Craig Marizon. Marizon was in here a little bit earlier. Oh, yeah, he is. He's here tonight. Archivieta sits in the 3rd position. Tight battle there between 2, 3, and 4. Gordon Carter in 4th. Dennis Yudich in 5th. Eugene Fedorov in the 6th position. Good to see Eugene out. Franco Alvarez is 7th. Javaldo Spindle at 8th. Preston Hassel sits in the 9th position. And rounding out the top 10 is Sean Jacobs. Take a look at page number 2 there. Raphael Sullivan heads that up. Gaston LaCourse in his first season out here sits in 12th. Jesus Iglesias 13th. Ben Arcil 14th. Dan Richter is 15th. You see Ed Palumbo, Alexis Salviev, Julio Caligari, Thiago Gomez, and Steve Pierce rounding out the top 20. And in 21st is Gilmar Peixoto. Where's that guy been? We love Gilmar. Hopefully we'll see him back here soon. Some computer issues. So those are the point standings coming into tonight's race. These guys are ready to go to the qualification session. Don't forget to join us over at highoctaneracing.net. That's where you get updates on schedules, point standings, all that jazz. What series we happen to be running. There's a quick link to our Discord server where we do most of our business. That is highoctaneracing.net. These guys are headed over to Quals. We'll step on the gas. Right now, taking a look at quals here. Franco Alvarez on the track. Alvarez with a 26.712 jumps to the top of the grid. Craig Marizon and his qualification tip. So Alvarez, Vienna knocking him off there, 26.690. Marizon now jumping to the top of the grid with a 26.684. See now Marizon with that 26.684, but Vienna says not so fast. So Vienna to the top of the grid. How about Givaldo Spindola? That's 68 car. Let's see where he lands. Vienna's the top time. Marizon second. Alvarez third. Preston Hassel up to the fourth position. Gordon Carter is fifth. So a little bit of a new look up front here. 27.1 is Givaldo. Right now, P8 for him. Thiago Gomez in the 7X car. Vienna at the top time with a 26.639. And that 4 car, he's always a good qualifier. 6.639 is a time to beat. Oh, Gomez is sideways. That's going to scrub off a little speed. 27.405, a little work to do for Gomez. Ed Palumbo to the top of the grid with a 26.545. How about Claudio Bardelli Jr. making contact? The outside wall. And Ed Palumbo with a 26.545. Wow. Oh, Bardelli Jr. more contact with the outside wall. 26.761. It is fast. Like he is P2 so far. Gaston Lecursi in a 3X car. Gaston Lecursi with his qualification attempt. $27,677. Little work to do for Gaston. Gaston Lecursi, Ed Palumbo the top time. Gaston Lecursi here in the 12th position. Let's see where he's able to bump up to. No, he stays at P12 in that 3X car. So Lecursi's time there is Sullivan and Grover. Not sure. I think those guys are not going to qualify. They're going to start there in the back. Givaldo got DQ'd for some reason. Not sure exactly what happened to him, but showing as a DQ, so he'll start in P15. So it looks like those guys have finished quals, and we are not officially done with quals, but that will get us started on, getting the party started. All right, we're back, and these guys technically have about 2 minutes left to go in the qualification session. So we'll get those guys taken care of. High Octane Racing League Tough Trucks is off season, but we got a fun race headed your way on Tuesday, Talladega Super Speedway in the Truck Series. So that is going to be a 70-lap race, and like I said, we are off season, so these guys, whoever won last race is choosing the track, and Ed Palumbo says, let's race Talladega. So whoever wins Talladega will choose the next track. That's what's going on in the High Octane Racing League Tough Trucks. They race on Tuesdays. That's coming up on November the 26th. Again, thanks for joining me here on TurnLeftTV. Appreciate it. People joining us in here. Claudio Bardelli Jr. saying hello. Also, Givaldo greeting us as always. Take a look at the schedule there as we did a little while ago. We'll be at Sonoma next week, man. 40-lap race from Sonoma Raceway. That is an interesting road course. Some elevation changes, a lot of right-handers at that course, so we'll see, baby. That's coming up next week. 40-lap race from Sonoma. I think the guys are super excited about that. Got about 30 seconds or so left to go officially in qualifications, and we'll give you the results. And again, I want to say thank you so much for joining me here on the YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, get this algorithm talking. If you haven't subscribed, please do so, man. All those new subscribers, 885. I'm approaching 1,000 subscribers, man. I can almost feel it, baby. Got a bunch of videos on the YouTube channel. Love to broadcast these races live, and started this about, 4 years ago-ish, maybe a little bit longer than that now. And sort of have a lot of fun with it, man. So broadcast the High Octane Racing League stuff. I've been a member of High Octane Racing League since 2001. That's right, 2001, man. We survived Y2K. And 2001 is when I joined that league, and when they were just starting to do some pickup races as they switched over from NASCAR Heath. So it looks like these guys have finished up the qualification session. We'll take a look. Ed Palumbo in the 54 qualifies in P1. Claudio Bardelli Jr. starts in the second position. Starting in third will be Art DeVieta. Craig Marizon starts in the fourth position. Franco Alvarez starts in P5. Preston Hassel will start in the sixth position. Gordon Carter in 56 starts seventh. Sean Jacobs in the 24 starts in the eighth position. Dennis Shuderchin will start ninth. Eugene Fedorov starts in the 10th position. Starting in the 11th spot is Tiago Gomez. Gaston Laguerci in the 3X starts in 12th. Raphael Sullivan will start 13th. Dana Grover starts 14th. 15th will be Givaldo Spindola. And we get a new driver here tonight. Looks like Wesley Dean will start in the 16th position. Right now, these guys are in the warm-up session. Take a look at Dennis Shuderchin, our boy. One of our great Ukrainian drivers. Step on the gas. Let's take a look at the keys to the race here tonight. Race keys here at Phoenix. Respect the leg, baby. Respect that dog leg. It's a little challenging, man, especially when you got somebody else on your outside. You're trying to navigate through that dog leg. It gets really, really tight. And here you are. You see Dennis going through that dog leg section. I almost think it's another turn. I mean, I treat that like it is. And, you know, man, I'll tell you what, double file through that is really, really dicey. Make sure you manage your tires. It's easy to overdrive this thing, burn up those tires. Make sure track position is super, super important, especially late in the race. Make sure your pit stops are on point. And be patient here tonight, man. I think this is a track where you have to race the track. Yeah, you want to gain positions, but you really got to hit your marks and race the track. It's almost a rhythm track here. And it's going to be an interesting one tonight, I think. These are my keys to the race here at Phoenix. Is going to take a look at the Saturday Night Thunder schedule. Of course, we'll be at Kentucky on Saturday for race number 4 of this season. Racing starts at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a 100-lap race from a great track. Kentucky is a fun track, man. And we'll take a look at this schedule. Approaching halfway there. Nashville Super Speedway coming up next week. And then North Wilkesboro, Richmond, Gateway, Dover, and Martinsville. An interesting schedule there in the Saturday Night Thunder for season number 5. Buschwackers Series, man, we got an interesting season, of course. A little different look to the Buschwackers Series. We got a special event coming up on December the 27th. That's right, Daytona International for an 80-lap Christmas special event on the 27th of December, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's the Frosty 200. This will be our 3rd annual Frosty 200. Going to have some prizes there, 2 random drawings for the participants, but a winner gets a $25 Steam gift card and 2 random drawings for $25 Steam gift cards. And that is the open to our High Octane Racing League drivers. 80-lap race, and it's a regular season event in the Buschwackers Series. That's right. Let's take a look. Frosty 200, December 27th, 80 laps, regular season event. You know, last race of 2024, and then we finish out the season there squeaking in to 2025, and just in case everybody survives New Year's Eve. Got 4.5 minutes left to go. Here in the warm-up session. Mixer, our side-by-side is working. Looks like it is. Take a look at that little pack there. Expect a lot of that tonight. Hopefully everybody behaves himself. Gustavo Carreno. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Joining us in the chat session. Although bummed he got DQ'd. Not sure why. I don't have the ability to go back and look at that and see what happened there. So he'll be starting from the back. So good to see Gustavo in here checking out this live stream. Got 9 people on board here for us tonight, man. All right. Wow. Feel like Aerosmith. About 3 minutes left to go, and take a look at Thiago Gomez. Tell you what, man, that guy's usually fast here in these stock cars, this Xfinity Series, so keep your eye on Thiago tonight. I got to get my pick in, don't I? My pick to win this race tonight. Oh, boy. A lot of people say that whenever I pick them, it's bad luck. So just in case it is, I'm going to pick Franco Alvarez, Team Swoop. That's who I'm picking to win this race. Franco, a good pick too, man. He's lightning fast. Came out early, got a lot of laps in. Checked the server early, and he was already in here getting some practice in. Side-by-side racing there, that 3X and the 60. So don't forget to get your picks in here before we go live. Good to see Claudio Bardelli Jr. joining us in here. Oh, speaking of Claudio Bardelli Jr., that guy is world famous, man. He's world famous. Oh, let's get that chat off there. What am I doing, man? Amateur. Claudio Bardelli Jr. runs a YouTube channel called the Silvertone Podcast. They talk about all things music, and he does a great job with that. And please join him over on his YouTube channel, Silvertone Podcast. That is Claudio Bardelli Jr. Don't forget to help me out, too, by the way, if you are interested in helping out the channel. Help me out by clicking on the links down in the description of this race. And SimLab, I am an affiliate through them, so if you're interested in purchasing something through them, please use my link here, and it's in the description of the race. Really appreciate that help. We are on EliteHostingUSA.com server, so if you were interested in a server for your league, EliteHostingUSA.com can set you up. All right, boys and girls, I think it's that time. I see the checkered flag, and that's the checkered flag for warm-up. That means we're ready to go. We're not playing around anymore. I'm ready. I don't know about you, but I am ready.
TurnLeftTV. TurnLeftTV.
Here we go. All right, baby. I think we're ready.
Hold on to your butts, 'cause this is gonna be a great show. Heath Johnson.
Let's take a look at the starting order here tonight.
We got fast cars.
Ed Palumbo in the 54 starts in P1. Starting in the second position is Claudio Bardelli Jr. Archie Vita will start third. Craig Marizon starts in the fourth position. Starting in fifth is Franco Alvarez. Sixth will be Preston Hassel. Gordon Carter starts in the seventh position. Sean Jacobs in the 24 starts in P8. Starting in the ninth position will be Dennis Yudichin in the 47. Eugene Fedorov starts in the 10th position. Thiago Gomez starts 11th. Gaston Lecursi will start in the 12th position. Starting in the 13th position is Raphael Sullivan. Givaldo Spinola starts in 14th. Dana Grover will start 15th. Wesley Dean, welcome Wesley, starts in the 16th position in the 5X car.
Nascar, IndyCar, GT3.
So 120 laps here tonight. Race keys, respect the leg, baby. Manage those tires. Make sure you maintain track position. Make sure your pit stops are on point. And be patient. Here we go. Pace car's off.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Green, green, green. And Hellman sponsor number 54 leading the field to take the green flag. Into turn one, side by side. Bardelli Jr. challenging on the outside line. And Palumbo in the 54 through the dog leg, man. It gets tight right here. And Bardelli Jr. on the outside, able to pull off that pass. So Claudio Bardelli Jr. now to the race lead. That's Sober Tom sponsor machine. And Palumbo in second. Artevieta third. Franco Alvarez in the fourth position. Craig Marazon in P5. On board here with Craig Marazon running in the fifth position. That Magpul Dynamic sponsor machine. Get through the dog leg. Everything tightens up in the dog leg. Bardelli Jr. not able to run away, and that Sober Tom sponsored Ford as Ed Palumbo all over the back of him right now. Good clean start here. Take a look at here as Dennis Shudich and Gordon Carter battling it out in the 47 and the 56. The 56 on the high side, able to get a run there on that high side and hold on to that spot. Take a look at this as Artevieta starting to work his way through. Oh, Ed Palumbo sideways, way up the track. Ed Palumbo got way up the track there, and now Alvarez starting to challenge on the bottom side. On board here with Ed Palumbo and a Hellman sponsor machine. And Franco Alvarez all over the back of him too. Alvarez running in the fourth position. You know he is going to be fast in the long run. This guy, there's really not a better driver out there to be able to adjust that car on the fly. Make those changes. Look at this. Raphael Sullivan and Gaston Lecursi. Lecursi in the 3X machine. Raphael Sullivan in the 4X on the outside. And Raphael Sullivan picking up that spot. Gaston Lecursi. Now back to the 15th spot. Take a look at Givaldo. Givaldo had to start in the back. He got DQ'd, and they're three wide. Three wide there through the dog leg, and they end up figuring it out. Dana Grover in the 89 in this mix. Also Eugene Fedorov. Fedorov on the outside. Wow, he and Givaldo almost making contact. We got a yellow flag here. Yellow flag, and it looks like Raphael Sullivan has come around. Raphael Sullivan taking a spin. Eugene Fedorov, too. We were watching him, and he might have got caught up in that. Let's take a look and see what happened here as Raphael Sullivan has come around. Oh, there's contact there. It looks like Givaldo and Fedorov get into one another right there. Fedorov might have squeezed down just a little bit. And then, contact there. Fedorov drifts up the track. Oh, Lecursi gets into them as well. So it collects a couple other cars. On board here with Dana Grover. We'll take a back this up a little bit. Take a look here. Into the corner. And it looked like maybe Fedorov might have come down on that corner, but didn't realize that Givaldo was there. And then some more spinning behind him. delete half of these cameras, man. Take a look here as the 4 car gets caught. So some more action there. Take a look here. It's hard to see from that angle. Go back here and look at out of the back of Givaldo's machine. On board here with Givaldo as he's into the corner. And looked like maybe Fedorov might have come down on him. And it just got real tight right there as Fedorov came down. And then contact. He's going to drift up the track, get into the 4X here. And then, man, Lecursi had nowhere to go on that. Absolutely nowhere to go. Gaston Lecursi was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. On board here with Gaston as those guys get together, and he thinks he might have it cleared, and then, oh, man. If there wouldn't have been the contact with that 4X car, Gaston probably would have been all right. As those guys are making pit stops. So Raphael Sullivan is shown as a race leader in his 4X car. Claudio Bardelli Jr. second, Alvarez third. Ed Palumbo is in the 4th position. Preston Hassel shown in 5th. Our first caution flag here, 10 laps in. It looks like Raphael Sullivan coming down pit lane, getting his lap led there, so stayed out. He was involved in that accident. The 19, Claudio Bardelli Jr. shown as the race leader. Franco Alvarez is in 2nd. Palumbo 3rd. Preston Hassel in the 4th position. Take a look at Preston in that Castrol sponsor machine. New scheme. I really like that, man. Good throwback look to that scheme. Another one of those Franco Alvarez masterpieces, man. Does a great job. He loves painting these templates in this mod, so really likes that. And hey, man, I think there's a new version of this mod coming out here pretty soon, and it's going to be really nice. It looks like Bardelli. I'm not sure what he's doing here with respect to the pace car, but caused some problems. Giving the pace car a hard time. So it looks like Bardelli Jr. is elected to take the inside line. That will put Franco Alvarez up on the outside. And Palumbo will start in the 3rd position. And Preston Hassel starts in 4th. Uterich and Grover there side by side in row number 3. Now a bunch of these guys back up. A little rubber on the track. Be patient here as we don't want another quickie caution. And thanks for coming in and watching, whether you're on live or replay. I appreciate you joining the race tonight, checking it out. And I think the pace car going to be coming in this time by. Sober Tom sponsored Ford Mustang will lead the field to take the green flag. The pace car off.
Green flag.
All right, back to green. Ooh, a little bit squirrely there for the 19 on that restart. Also, the 27 got a run there on the 83. I think the outside line might be a little bit better, but Bardelli Jr. proving it wrong here. Is Alvarez going to give him the room? Bardelli going way down there, not supposed to be racing below the line. in the trial, but got to stay above the line. So we'll have to keep our eye on that situation. And it looks like Bargelli Jr. now clears Alvarez. Oh, maybe not. Oh, boy, these guys drag racing into the corner. And, wow, man, this is getting dicey. Bargelli Jr. Man, it's hard to keep that car down through the dog leg as well. These guys are still side by side. Something's got to give. Ed Palumbo watching this. He might be in the catbird seat. Those guys racing side by side. It looks like Bargelli Jr. might have the advantage now. Alvarez backs off. Bargelli Jr. really pushing that car. Alvarez dripping up to the high side. Now has a run. And now Ed Palumbo trying to figure out who he wants to go with. That 54 car. Those guys still side by side. Dennis Unichin running in P5 into 47. Just ahead of him is Preston Hassel. Dana Grover back to the 6th position. Archie Vieta is in 7th. Craig Marizon 8th. Gordon Carter is 9th. Tiago Gomez running in the 10th position. Take a look at Gordon Carter running in P9 in the throwback scheme, the 56. High place move. This is one of his first paint schemes. And he's running in the 9th position. Sean Jacobs in the 24, battling Gaston LaCourcie. The Kubota sponsor machine getting by the 3X, with Sean Jacobs now up to the 14th position. This battle up front here is absolutely serious, baby. Ed Palumbo in this mix. He's going to try to sneak underneath the 83 car. They're 3 wide through the dog leg. Oh, there's contact. Man, I'll tell you what, too early to be racing this hard. Too early. As Alvarez and Palumbo there getting side by side. Bargelli Jr. able to sneak around and open up a little bit of distance on these guys. Preston Hassel maybe taking a shot there from the 47 car. At 47, Dennis Jr. dropping back. He might have gotten into the back of Preston Hassel. Look at this. They're still battling. Alvarez, Bargelli, Palumbo. 3-way battle here up front. Three-way battle, man, and Alvarez back to the race lead. They're side by side there for the 2nd position, but now Bargelli Jr. solidifies 2nd. Palumbo in 3rd. Preston Hassel 4th. Dana Grover in the 5th position. Vietta's worked his way up to P6. As we had a little bit of an incident there, I think, between Unichin and Hassel. Take a look here. This is a little bit earlier as Hassel's up on the high side. Unichin on the bottom side. They're side by side here. And Hassel has a good run. And then Unichin trying to get back by. Tries to squeeze in. It gets into the back of, right there. He got into the back of him. And he went up the track. Wow. Unichin had climbed up the track. Man, that was a hard lick for Dennis Unichin. He has definitely got some front end damage to that machine. That was a hard lick. Take a look at that again. Take a look here. There's a Hassel in the 27 car. Unichin in that 47. This is on replay here as Hassel clears him here down the stretch. And Unichin try to find a way to get in. They just misjudged, I think, this breaking point right here. He gets into the back of Preston Hassel right there. Woo! Back to live here as Eugene Fedorov in the 84 and it's 68. Jaldo Spindola here battling for position.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
And we got a yellow flag. And it looks like maybe Sean Jacobs might have come around. Take a look here. Sean Jacobs off the pace of this 24 car. Kubota sponsor machine on the inside of the track. And I'm not sure what happened there. I'm not sure there was any contact. Maybe he and Gaston LaCourcie got together. Take a look here. Sean Jacobs in the, Givaldo looked like he maybe got loose. And on board here with Sean Jacobs, and it looked like Givaldo might have, Jacobs diving into the inside there. Givaldo on that outside. And then it's so hard to make a pass, and then those guys get together again. And Jacobs on the worst end of that deal. He slides into the infield. So there's contact there. And we'll take a look at that 4X car, what he saw. Yeah, there's contact there. Just a lot of squeezing going on. And Jacobs comes out on the worst end of that deal. Well, it looks like Franco Alvarez going to lead these guys coming down pit lane. So, pit stops underway. Second caution flag. Dennis Schuderchen is our race leader now at 47. Now you know he is going to be coming down pit lane. He got the got into the back of Preston Hassel there earlier, and you know he's got some front end damage. He's going to have to get repaired. Let's take a look at Gaston LaCourcie. Sean Jacobs here as he makes his pit stop in the 24. Going to be a little bit of damage to that machine, that Kubota sponsored machine. So Uderchin getting his lap led there. Givaldo in his 68, shown in second. I think those guys will come down pit lane. Don't forget the Saturday Night Thunder will be back in action tomorrow night. 100-lap race in Kentucky. It's race number 4 of the season. Open setup, Cup Series, and racing starts at 9 p.m. Well, qualifying at 9 p.m. About 9:15 is when we go green. I think Uderchin will probably make a pit stop here, I would imagine. I mean, he's getting some laps led here, and I think that's probably going to give the race lead back to Franco Alvarez. Dana Grover shown, maybe did a 2-tire stop. He is now shown in P2. So it does look like Uderchin has come down pit lane. That's going to give Alvarez a choice, and he takes the inside line. Dana Grover going to start on the outside line, the 89. Franco Alvarez starts in P3. Claudio Bardelli Jr. in 4th, I believe. Alvarez starts in P1. Grover starts in the 2nd position, and looks like Gomez and Bardelli Jr. will start in row number 2. How about Gomez in a 7X car? We'll see Tiago Gomez out here with us. These guys be a little bit more consistent coming out here, and we'll see if we can't get paint schemes in the car set for them. These guys racing some temporary schemes. Got 9 temporary schemes, 3 Toyotas, 3 Chevys, 3 Fords. These guys to choose from, all the new drivers. Speaking of new drivers, we want to welcome Wes Dean, his first race out with us. He's in the 5X car. High Octane Racing League new paint scheme there, or new driver paint scheme. Vinicius Marson. Is it Marcon or Marson? Good to see you.
Green flag, green
And
flag.
Alvarez now leading the field to take the green flag here. Back to green for lap 29. And Bardelli Jr. immediately diving down to the inside. He's wanting to get around Dana Grover. Look at that battle there out of the back of Alvarez's machine. Dana Grover making a little contact over that Toyota at the outside wall.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Oh, another quickie yellow. Oh, no. It's like Wes Dean off the pace at 5X. Quickie caution here. So Wes, quickie caution here. My heavens, man. These guys wanting to ride around under yellow right now, it looks like. Take a look and see what happened here. Wes Dean on the high side. And a 3X dives underneath him. Oof. Man, that 3X dove right underneath him, it looked like. It was Gaston LeCourcy. There's a second incident right there. The 7X gets into the back of the 54 car. Take a look here as the 5X. Now Gaston LeCourcy in that 3X running into the back of take a look here as Gaston LeCourcy trying to sneak through right there, and just not enough room. He's up behind the 5X car, and then he dove underneath, got into that 5X, and put the 5X straight into the wall. And we had a second incident look like as these guys getting checked up. And it looked like maybe the 7X car got into the back of the 54. A separate incident there. .32 laps in. These guys wishing to go around under caution flag right now. Under caution, so. Looks like a Givaldo Spindle on pit lane taking some service in that 68 car. Also looks like maybe Raphael Sullivan in the 4X also on pit lane. All right, looks like Franco Alvarez is elected to take the inside line. That puts Dana Grover on the outside line. Claudio Bardelli Jr. will start on the inside in row 2. I think Eugene Fedorov starts in row 2 on the outside line, if I'm not mistaken. Looks like that's what's going to happen. Maybe the pace car lights are out, so it looks like they're going to go green this time by.
Green flag, go, go, go.
All right, back to green. 83 going to the high side here now, taking that angle to get some speed through the corner. And that helps him. He knew what he was doing there. He opens up a gap there on Claudio Bardelli Jr. Bardelli Jr. running in the 2nd position. Dana Grover is in 3rd. Battle for the 4th position is Sean Jacobs and Eugene Fedorov. Fedorov in the 84 car. Sean Jacobs in the 24. Fedorov on the outside line is Ed Palumbo in the 54, running on that outside as well. And, man, they are really, really flying there behind. It looks like the 4 car and the 47 side by side. Martin Vieta into 4, the 47 of Dennis Yudichin on the outside line. Little Chevy versus Toyota there. And the Chevy going to come out on top. Craig Marazon trying to sneak through as well. He's running in another Chevy. That's 60 car. On board here with Craig Marazon as he looks ahead at the 47. Yudichin running in the 8th position and Marazon running in P9. Alvarez is the leader. 7/10, almost 8/10 of a second lead over Claudio Bardelli Jr. Dana Grover is in 3rd. 4th is Jacobs. Fedorov is in 5th. Take a look at Eugene Fedorov running in the 5th position of that 84 car. Got to wake up. He overslept. A little bit of a joke toward me because I always send him messages. It is so early in the morning for him right now. He lives in Russia, and man, I'll tell you, it is early for him. 54 there saying, hey, I don't care if it's early for him or not. I am ready to go in that helmet sponsor machine. And Palumbo to the inside, battling Fedorov. Fedorov in the Ford. And Palumbo in the Chevy gets by. And Fedorov trying to tuck back in, but he has got Artur Vieta right there breathing down his neck. Artur Vieta to the inside, side by side here with Eugene Fedorov. Oh, does he have him cleared, that NASCAR PR sponsor machine? Boy, he did. Holy Toledo. Looking out of the back of Vieta's machine. Oh, Fedorov trying to hang on to that. That thing got loose on him. And Vieta is on the move. Artur Vieta on the move here, battling Ed Palumbo. A couple Chevys here mixing it up. And Vieta. Can he clear the 54 car? He's got a lot of speed, and he does. The 60 and the 47. The 47's had some contact earlier in the race. He's got a little front end damage he's dealing with. And the 60 of Craig Marazon trying to squeeze his way through. Oh, man, he holds it down there. Almost got together, but he was able to pull off that pass. And that's exactly how you need to do it right there. Textbook pass. And that battle is not over there for Unichin battling Preston Hassel. Hassel in the 27 car. Unichin in the 47. Preston Hassel, not Castrol sponsor machine. Good single file racing right now. These guys just trying to figure out what those tires are going to do. Alvarez has opened up a 1.5 second lead over the field. This 83 car. Claudio Bardelli Jr. in second. This is where he wants to be. He wants to be out there. Kind of out there by himself right now. Givaldo having a little trouble there as we see him going by. Look at Raphael Sullivan here as Givaldo. Oh! Oh! Givaldo did a great job of holding on to that. Take a look at him tucking back in. Holy Toledo. Givaldo was on for a ride on that one, man. Givaldo was sideways. Look at that. Sideways right there. We got a yellow flag. You're watching the replay. And wow. Going back to live here, it looks like Thiago Gomez has come around. Let's see what happened to Thiago. Oh, they're 3 wide right there. They are 3 wide. Why are we going 3 wide? And he's down on the apron there. Gets the car sideways. And there's contact between the 68 and the 3X. And then the 3X coming down, getting into the 7X. And the 7X kind of come up too. Oh, and that is a hard... Oh, he's up on his lid. Holy Toledo there. Oh, my gosh. Wesley Dean had a look at that one. On board here with Wesley Dean. Watch that. That car flipping over. As he goes by. But, wow. So there was contact there with the Givaldo and the 3X. Take a look here. There's a Givaldo in the 68 car. He's up on the high side. The 3X trying to sneak through on that low side. And Givaldo coming down there, getting into the 3X. Actually, those look like those both guys about... I don't know if it was... and man, that 7X, he just went for a ride, didn't he? He went for a ride. Thiago Gomez went for an absolute circus ride there. Look at that. Oh, wow. That'll rattle your cage. Those guys now under caution. Got guys on pit lane here. We'll take a look at the battle on pit lane or battle off pit lane. You see Bardelli Jr. Ed Palumbo also. He's exit of pit lane. Raphael Sullivan shown as the race leader. Guys wanting to run around under caution right now. A little bit impatient at times. Going to be a little bit more track aware, I think. The 19 is the leader. The 54 shown in second. What'd I say tonight? What'd I say the keys to respect the leg? Okay, got that. Tire management. Haven't even had a chance to deal with that. Track position. These guys are really fighting for track position. Pit stops on point. Oh, wait a minute. What's that last one right there? Patience. I'm going to give him a D- on that one. Going to give him a D- on that effort. It's like Tiago Gomez has retired his machine, so it's hate to see him out of the race, but he's retired. All right, looks like Claudio Bardelli Jr. and Sobratom sponsored. He's in the Ford, baby. He's got the helmet-sponsored Chevy up on the high side. Uterchin and Vieira will start in row 2. These guys got a little ways to go here. Little ways to go, and a lot of little aggressiveness here tonight. So here we go. The pace car is off, and the 19 and the 54 side by side here for this restart. Vieira and Uterchin start in the second row. Here we go, back to green. As looks like Bardelli Jr. has a good run there, and Ed Palumbo tucks in behind. Vieira is in third. Preston Hassel in the fourth position. He and Uterchin are battling it out. Preston Hassel in that Castrol sponsor machine. Alvarez going 3 wide. Whoa, boy, he backs off. Not advisable. And I think that scared Uterchin. Uterchin tucked in, and Uterchin running now in the 6th position. Wow, that got dicey. Holy smokes. Take a look here. Look at this. Watch this 83. He says, oh, I'm going to go in the middle here. Oh, man, they're 3 wide there. And Uterchin wisely backs out of that. Smart job there for Dennis Uterchin. That could be bad. That could have been ugly. Look at this. Gaston LeCourcy and Raphael Sullivan. Sullivan on the inside. Gaston Curse. Oh, there's contact there. Gaston LeCourcy came down on Raphael Sullivan. And LeCourcy now holding it on the outside as Givaldo Spindler in a 68 tried to get through. Dana Grover and Eugene Fedorov here battling. Dana Grover to the inside, Eugene Fedorov on the 84 on the outside line. This is for the 7th position. And Dana Grover going to pick up P7. Ed Palumbo, whoa, look at that. Ed Palumbo trying to get around Bardelli Jr. And Bardelli Jr., Ed Palumbo here battling it out. Wow. Let's go back and take a look, see how that's shaping up. Bardelli Jr. on the outside line, Ed Palumbo into 54 on the bottom line. Artur Vieira in this mix as well. And Palumbo, they're following the 19. He is looking for a way to get through. Got a good run there on the 19 car. And there's contact right there between Bardelli Jr. and the 54 of Ed Palumbo. Palumbo does a great job of holding on to that thing. Wow. Palumbo's got a run, though, on that Sober Tom number 19. The 54 getting by Bardelli Jr. He had to work for it. Whoa, man. A little Sober Tom on the side of that Hellman's Mayonnaise sponsor machine. back to live here as we see Franco Alvarez and the 27, Preston Hassel, battling it out here on lap 56. Hassel on that outside line. Oh, you see that 19 got a little squirrely. The 19 got a little bit squirrely, and Alvarez to the inside now. Side by side here. Good throw. Oh, man, he might make contact. Preston Hassel made contact, I think. He and the 83 got together and on board here with Hassel. Hassel using the outside line. He wants a good run. These guys are racing their guts out here. A lot of laps to go. Not even to halfway. These guys racing like it's the last lap. Side by side here as Alvarez trying to work his way back to the front. Claudio Bardelli Jr. likes what he sees. Those guys getting racy behind him. And they finally get it sorted out, it looks like. Wow. And Dennis Unich and Dana Grover now starting to battle. A couple Toyotas. Guys are single file now. Maybe settle it down a little bit. Use those tires up. You're going to be able to get some more. We need to put a tire rule in this series. The Hellman sponsor machine is in the lead. That's the 54 of Ed Palumbo. Artavieta is in second. Bardelli Jr. is third. Alvarez fourth. Preston Hassel in the fifth position. Take a look at Gordon Carter, man. He's been pretty quiet here tonight. He and Sean Jacobs running in ninth and 10th. Those guys are going to try to let those guys beat each other up. Maybe use those tires. Use those tires up, but these guys will be able to catch up and get by. Dennis Unich and looks like Dennis Unich and Dana Grover might have made some contact here. Oh, right there, contact. A couple Toyotas getting together. The 89 Fireball Flash sponsor machine getting by as Unich falling back to the 7th position. And Palumbo the leader. He has not been able to get away from Artavieta, but that battle for the 3rd position is starting to heat up as Franco Alvarez climbing up the grid. Bardelli Jr. on the outside. Franco Alvarez on the inside line. Bardelli Jr. lets him have that spot. And Alvarez picking up P3. Bardelli Jr. holding on to the 4th position. And Artavieta not letting Ed Palumbo get away. Vieta's got a pretty strong car here, and those guys will absolutely race each other to the bitter end. Vieta running in P2, running behind the Hellman sponsor machine. And Franco Alvarez now making it interesting. He dives below the 4 car. The 83, Franco Alvarez in that Mobile One sponsor Camaro. Now closing in on that Palumbo. He gets by Vieta. Alvarez might have a little bit better stuff right now. On board here with Artavieta. Oh, boy. Franco Alvarez sneaking through. And Alvarez to the outside now. Vieta on the inside. Ed Palumbo following Franco Alvarez. Great 3-way battle here for the race lead. Franco Alvarez in that Mobile One sponsor Camaro. Artavieta in the Nascar BR sponsor Camaro in the 4 car. Running in P2. Ed Palumbo back to the 3rd position. Dana Grover and Claudio Bardelli Jr. here battling it out. Also, Preston Hassel in a Castrol Edge sponsor machine. These guys are side by side. This is getting fun. Oh, boy, contact there. Dana Grover drifted up a little bit, got into the Castrol sponsor machine, but the loses a position there. Now Bardelli Jr. going to try to slip through. Man, great racing here, side by side, Fireball Flash Toyota and the Sober Tom sponsored Ford Mustang. Dana Grover in 5th. Claudio Bardelli Jr. in the 6th position. Dennis Unich running in P7 in that 47 car. Good run here for Dennis Unich. Preston Hassel trying to pick up a spot here. He's rolling up onto the back of the 54. 54 on the inside as Preston Hassel using the outside line. Whoa, boy. Dana Grover in this mix. Wow. Some great racing here. Good, clean racing. Close racing. Tight racing, but good, clean racing. And the 27 now picking up P3. Franco Alvarez is the leader. Archie Vieta is in second. Those guys have run away from the rest of the field a little bit. Preston Hassel is 2.4 seconds back in the third position. Take a look at Sean Jacobs. He's starting to climb up the grid a little bit in the 24 car. He's in the 8th position. Kubota sponsor machine. 56, Gordon Carter now has to battle Eugene Fedorov. Fedorov in the 84. And Craig Marazon trying to squeeze through and get by Fedorov. The 60 of Craig Marazon in that Magpul Dynamics sponsor machine now up to the 10th position. Fedorov falling back to P11, but he is now trying to get back to P10. We got a battle up here with Sean Jacobs. Sean Jacobs and Ed Palumbo, and it looks like Sean Jacobs going to get by. Take a look at that pass. Take a look here as I don't know what you're doing there, but we'll take a look here as Sean Jacobs getting by the 54 on the inside line. Sean Jacobs now up to P7. Alvarez is the leader. Vieta is in second. Preston Hassel third. Dana Grover is in the 4th position. Pretty good battle there between Dana Grover and Claudio Bardelli Jr. Grover right now has the edge in P4. Oh, there's contact there. Sober Tom getting into the Fireball Flash machine. And they're still side by side. Tight racing here. This is for P4. Dana Grover in the 4th spot. Sober Tom, sponsor number 19. Claudio Bardelli Jr. on the inside line, trying to pick up P4. Wow, man, this is a good race right here through the tri-oval. Excuse me, that dog leg. And this Sober Tom sponsor machine. Oh, dipping below the yellow line there. Got to be really careful. Could get flagged for that. Got to stay above the line. And they're still tight racing here. And he has to get on the binders too as Dana Grover has that outside line. He doesn't have the room that he needs to be able to pull off that pass. Dana Grover holding that line, racing him clean on the outside. Great side-by-side racing here. Dennis Yuchin has a ringside seat for this. Out of the front of Yuchin's car. He's just waiting. He's waiting for the chance to be able to get by both these guys. Dennis Yuchin in the Toyota. Dana Grover in the Toyota. And a Ford of Claudio Bardelli Jr. Bardelli Jr. finally pulling off that pass, picking up P4. Guys are starting to settle down a little bit. Taking the 83 and the 4. Those guys have opened up about a 4.5 second lead over P3. Go back here and look at Gaston LaCourse. He's had a pretty eventful race here. He's running in the 12th position. 14 seconds back. Raphael Sullivan running in 13th. Wesley Dean in his first race out in the 5X car. He's racing right now, running in the 14th position. Givaldo Spindle has had some trouble tonight. He's the last car on the lead lap. We got one car out of the race, and that is Tiago Gomez. Take a look at Gaston LaCourse in his, Wesley Dean in his first race out. Good to see him out. Welcome to High Octane Racing League. Trial by fire here tonight. 76 laps in. Franco Alvarez, the leader here in the 83. Archie Vieta second, Preston Hassel third, Bardelli Jr. fourth, Dana Grover in the 5th position. Those guys have really opened up a gap on P3, and P3 is Preston Hassel here in his 27 car. Eugene Fedorov here battling Ed Palumbo. Palumbo on the outside line. Eugene Fedorov in the 84 is going to pick up that spot. Gordon Carter going to try to follow him through. See Gordon Carter in that number. What is he? Oh, I forget. He's a 56 car. He's going to get by Ed Palumbo now, falling back to the 11th position. So his tires have fallen off, I think. We got a battle here for the race lead. Look at this. Archivita to the outside as he's starting to roll up in some lap traffic. Whoa, boy! Wow! Givaldo gets out of the way. He couldn't get out of the way fast enough, as now we got a battle for the race lead. Archer Vieta, Franco Alvarez battling it out. These two guys are battling it out. We got it wrong. There we go. The right graphic up there. Look, oh, there's contact between the 83 and the 4. 83 drifted up a little bit, got into the 4, and the 4 pulls off that pass. Wow. Oh, that got a little crazy right there. Let's take a look at that replay. As they got by Givaldo. And right here, there's going to be some contact. That's some contact coming here, and I think Alvarez is going to get into the side of the 4 car. Alvarez dives down to the inside. Can he hold that car down? He drifted up onto the high side. Oh, a little bit of a kiss right there for the 4 car. As we go back to live, wow. And now Vieta opening up a little gap there. About 0.3 of a second gap over on Franco Alvarez. Look at this. Great battle here. Craig Marizon and the 19 of Claudio Bardelli Jr. Some of those guys that really raced hard early on now. Oh, there's more contact there. Sober Tom, sponsored Ford Mustang. The Magpul Dynamic sponsored Camaro. They've touched a few times. And like I was saying, is I think some of those guys that raced hard up front here are starting to give it up a little bit. And looks like Sean Jacobs in the 24 in this mix as well. Wow. Ed Palumbo has come down pit lane as these guys got it sorted out, it looks like, for now. But Ed Palumbo is on pit lane. Making a pit stop here. Ed Palumbo on lap 84. The Hellman sponsor machine on pit lane as we take a look at Craig Marizon in the 5th position. Archivieta and now rolling up on some lap traffic as see Ed Palumbo finishing up his pit stop, coming back out on track. And Ed Palumbo gets caught speeding. Ed Palumbo speeding on pit lane is going to have to do a drive-through penalty. Oh, man. Well, that'll knock your mayonnaise off your bread, won't it? A little bit too much mayonnaise on that sandwich. Wow, man. And when it rains, it pours. And what a tough break there for Ed Palumbo. Speeding on pit lane and a drive-through penalty. Archivieta is the leader. Alvarez in second, 0.6 back. Marizon third. Grover is fourth. Carter fifth. And we're starting to see some pit stops here. Bardelli Jr., Jacobs on pit lane. Uderchin, Fedorov on pit lane. And Vieta is on pit lane. Alvarez trying to squeeze in there a little bit. That's going to give the race lead to Craig Marizon. Marizon is now our leader. Vieta giving up the lead to come down pit lane. Marizon might be pitting here pretty soon. Can't imagine these guys off too much on the pit sequence. Archie Vieta in the S4 car. NASCAR BR sponsor machine on pit lane as we see Craig Marizon coming down pit lane. Here on lap 87, Marizon giving up the race lead to come down pit lane. I think the race lead is going to go back to Artur Vieira. Franco Alvarez right there with him. Vieira is, I think he will reassume the race lead as Marizan's still on pit lane. So the 4 of Artur Vieira after green flag pit stops. Exactly what we want to see here, some green flag pit stops. 83, Franco Alvarez second. Preston Hassel in third. Take a look at Preston Hassel here in that Castrol sponsor machine as Marizan coming back out on track. Preston Hassel in P3. Marizan back out on those fresh tires, but Dana Grover right there in his grill. Good battle here as Marizan got to let those tires heat up a little bit as Dana Grover going to use those warm tires to get around. So the Fireball Flash sponsor machine now up to P4 here in this 89 car. Marizan is in 5th. But Vieira is our leader. Now Alvarez is staying a little bit close this time. He's not letting him get away. Alvarez maybe adjusting a few things on that pit stop. Take a look at Raphael Sullivan in the 4X. He is 1 lap down in the 14th position. Good to see Raphael out with us tonight. Pretty consistent racer here with us. He like that Ford in the 4X and maybe get a car in the car set here pretty soon. Usually make those guys race 8 races there before they get a car in this car set, and he's approaching that. So who knows? We might see that pretty soon. Wesley Dean in his first race out. This 5X car. Good to see Wesley out here. Trial by fire here tonight, man. This is a tough track. Really competitive group of drivers, and Wesley Dean's doing a great job. Got him hooked up and is one of Dana Grover's buddies. He races over at Happy Hour Racing League on Monday nights. Our good friends over there at Happy Hour Racing League with Greg Kirchmeyer and Brent Owen and that crew. So we're good to see some of that crew here racing with us. And Monday nights, man, Happy Hour Racing League. These guys do a great job over there at Happy Hour. And we take a look here as the 4 of Artur Vieira, the leader. And they starting to roll up on some lap traffic here. Artur Vieira rolling up on this 3X machine. And that is Lecursi. Gaston Lecursi just ahead as P1, P2 here, nose to tail. Now you got to start worrying about how you're going to navigate through traffic. Lecursi in the 3X machine is running in at the tail end of the lead lap. Fair game, I think, to some extent, to go ahead and race. You don't want to make it too easy for those guys to get by, but also give them some room. He was giving us some room there, but I'll tell you what, that 4 car did not want to waste any time getting through. Look at this battle here, 24 and the 19 battling for position. Another one of those Camaro versus Mustang battles, and the Mustang going to win out on that one as the Camaro Kubota sponsored machine number 24 falls back to the 7th position as Claudio Bardelli Jr. reclaiming P6. Gordon Carter in the 56 car in that High Place Movie sponsor machine running in P9 in the top 10. Eugene Fedorov behind him running in the 10th position. And that Snow Maiden said he may need a new paint scheme because his daughters are starting to watch the races and so forth, and he might need a new paint scheme. Oh, I see why. What's on the front? That's not Snow Maiden on the front. I don't know who that is on the front of that machine. We got to figure that one out here. We'll take a look. We got to do a little quick look and see who's on the front of that machine. That's why he needs a new paint scheme, because his kids are watching. Oh boy, I'm not in the middle of that one. Franco Alvarez and Artur Vieta. Those guys have had a pretty good battle here. Just the 10th separate the two of them. And these guys have opened up at a 9-second lead over P3. So lap traffic could be an issue for these guys. But so far, nose to tail here, just two of them. 99 laps in, and we're starting to, I'd say we're going to see some green flag pit stops again here pretty soon. Not soon, but, I'd say probably 15 laps or so, you're going to see some pit stops. I don't know if these guys can make it the rest of the way. Dana Grover now battling the 27 car. At Palumbo had that drive-through penalty. He is running in the 12th position. One lap down, and look at this battle here. Dana Grover on the outside, and Preston Hassel on the inside. Craig Marizon in this mix as well. They got a lap car just in front. As Grover trying to figure out how he's going to navigate around that 54 car. Dana Grover on board here with him. He's got a good run here down the backstretch, or down the front stretch. Side by side with that Hellman sponsor machine. And a Fireball Flash number 89 trying to work his way around some lap traffic. Preston Hassel going to the high side. Craig Marizon on that inside line trying to figure out where he wants to go. And Dana Grover getting around. And he had to work for that. That's going to allow him to open up a little gap there on Marizon as Marizon tried to get around Ed Palumbo. Palumbo going to the high side, letting Craig Marizon go around. Preston Hassel, is he going to be able to sneak through? And while this battle's raging on, look at this. We got a battle for the race lead. Franco Alvarez to the high side. Artur Vieta on the bottom side. Race lead battle here between the 83 and the 4. And the 83 getting around the 4 car. So Franco Alvarez now to the race lead. Artur Vieta falling back to P2 here on lap 103. So Franco Alvarez the leader. Artur Vieta is in second. Dana Grover third. Marizon in fourth. Preston Hassel in P5. Claudio Bardelli Jr. running in the 6th position. Trying to close in on Preston Hassel. And Ed Palumbo there sandwiched in between the two of these guys. Ed Palumbo running in the 12th position. Take a look at Givaldo. Givaldo 2 laps down. He's had some trouble here tonight. His 68 car. A lot of trouble here for the 68, but he still keep plugging away, man. Tell you what, man, with Givaldo, his racecraft has improved quite a bit here in this, even in this series here this season, and also in our Saturday Night Thunder. I'll tell you, in the Truck Series too. And he's going to get a win here before long. I see it. I mean, he's been leading some laps. He's been up front. Sometimes gets himself, caught up in some stuff, but getting around the 4X car. So Givaldo, he is 2 laps down. And that would be a big, big win. Very popular win. A lot of guys, he's one of the best attitudes out there, really, and a lot of guys really respect him for having that good attitude. He never really gets bent out of shape here. As we take a look here, as Claudio Bardelli Jr. might have had some trouble. Oh, right there. There was contact with the 54. Oh, and the 24 gets into him. And no caution flag? Well, they got it straightened back up. What was that? He was trying to get around the 54 car. Dove down to the inside. And it looks like he might have drifted up there a little bit. Got into the 54 right there. And then, the 24 straightens him back up. Preston Hassel had a look at that. Look at out of the back of Preston Hassel's machine. Oh, man, Sober Tom sponsor. Let's see here. We go back and look at this. Man, how many camera angles do we got here? Look at this. Out of the back of Preston Hassel's machine, you see the 19 diving in, getting up into the 54 car. And there was contact there with Sean Jacobs as well. Jacobs didn't have anywhere to go on that when you take a look at out the front of his machine. Boom! He didn't have anywhere to go. He got out of the throttle and there was contact. This guy's got it straightened back up though and race on. Lap 109, starting to wind it down. Do these guys have to make another pit stop? It looks like these guys might be good to go to the end here, getting the word that they might have enough fuel. We'll have to keep our eye on that. The 83, our race leader. 10 laps to go. Art Vieta is in second. Grover is in third. Now, there's a good battle there for between Grover and Marizon. So we'll keep our eye on that battle. Dana Grover, Craig Marizon battling it out. I think that battle for the race lead is going to heat up as well. We take a look here as...
Yellow,
no, yellow flag. We got a yellow flag, a late race yellow that looked like maybe Art Vieta got caught up in that. I'm not sure who got caught up in that, but we have a yellow flag. Holy smokes. Late race caution flag. And I thought maybe Art Vieta might have gotten caught in that. He is off the pace a little bit. Let's take a look, and it looked like maybe Fedorov has come around as well. So a late race caution flag, and this changes the game. Let's take a look here. So Vieta and Fedorov. Oh, and there's just contact right there. Went way to the high side and contact. Man, I just don't know what was going on there. Man, this side-by-side racing right there, but man, I don't know. Fedorov could not be any more toward the wall, I don't think. Those guys down the front stretch, and it looked like Vieta might have come up there and gotten into the side of the 84. I'm not sure, but it really looked like both those guys were pretty clean. But here, let's take a look. One of them come down a little bit, one of them come up. There's contact there. Wow, man. Lap car made a lot of room for Vieta. There's some argument to be made about that. Holy smokes. Vieta on board here with him, and it just looked like maybe both those guys just misjudged how far away they were. And Vieta cannot be happy about that. I mean, his crew as well. And you're kind of watching this. Oh, man. Now we've got guys coming down pit lane. I mean, this is what I was saying here, late race pit stop. And you have guys making pit stops here, I believe. Take a look at the live view as Vieta stays out. So Vieta stays out as Franco Alvarez comes down pit lane. Now he's going to come out in the second position, I think. So I don't think... now Vieta's got some damage, no doubt. And I don't know if he's going to come down pit lane. I think he might just... Now Vieta might just stay out and say, "Hey, look, I got a little bit of damage here, but I'm going to stay out, use some track position." But Franco Alvarez undoubtedly will have to close in, and he's going to have fresh tires. Now, Vieira staying out kind of throws a wrench in the program of some of these other guys. So some of those guys that would have gotten a wave around are not going to get it. And they'll have to drop back and let these lead lap cars here battle it out. Vieira, Alvarez, Grover, Bardelli. I don't know if this is the best decision for Archie Vieira. I really don't. I mean, he might be overthinking things here. You know, of course, the damage might not be that bad as well. So, interesting situation here unfolding here on lap 116 now. Well, a late race caution flag between a lap car, Eugene Fedorov, and now our race leader, Archer Vieira. And Vieira is staying out. He takes the inside line. And that's going to give these lap down cars, they're going to have to let these other cars go by. All right, so this is going to be interesting. Alvarez is on fresh tires. He pitted. This is a huge gamble by the 4 car. What are the chances that this actually stays green? What are the chances this stays green? I don't think there's no give here. It's all take at this point here on lap 117. Lights are out on the pace car. Across the start-finish line, we'll be on lap 118. Alvarez on fresh tires.
Flag, go, go, go.
Archer Vieira on old tires. Back to green. Can Archer Vieira hold off Franco Alvarez? Claudio Bardelli Jr. up there as well, but Franco Alvarez on those fresh tires blows right by the 4 car. Claudio Bardelli Jr. trying to clear as well. He wants to get up there and give Franco Alvarez a run for his money. Vieira dropping back. Franco Alvarez looks like he may have made the right call. We'll see, but Claudio Bardelli Jr. might have something to say about it. 2 laps to go. Franco Alvarez through the dogleg. Bardelli Jr. starting to close in. He's got one more shot here. Alvarez in the 83. Across the start-finish line, we have 1 to go. Franco Alvarez, can he hold off Claudio Bardelli Jr.? Archie Vieira back to the 4th position. Preston Hassel in 5th. Dana Grover's in the 3rd position. He's 9/10 back. Now a 2nd back. Bardelli Jr.'s got one more shot. Can he dive in here in the corner? He does. Oh, he drifts up high. Franco Alvarez off the turn. Franco Alvarez is going to win here at Phoenix. Holy Toledo. What a great run there for Franco Alvarez. So Franco Alvarez gets the win. And what a heck of a run there for him. Wow, what a gutsy move by Archer Vieira. Didn't work out for him, but man, that was a gutsy move. So great race there. And Franco Alvarez going to burn him down here at Phoenix. What a race there for Franco Alvarez. Man, I'll tell you what, sometimes you make the right decisions, huh? And he definitely did in that case. So he burns him up. He burns that car up, literally burns it up. So a good run there for Franco Alvarez and another win in the books for the 83. And what a run. Really was, man. He was in the right place at the right time. He made the right decisions. Got the car back out on fresh tires. And I think Artur Vieira made a little bit of a mistake there tonight in not pitting on that last pit stop there. I think I would have pitted, but it's hard to you second guess things, think things through, and sometimes you make the right decision, sometimes you make the wrong decision. And he is 100 times better race car driver than I am, that's for sure. So there is no way that I could really question that. But congratulations to Franco Alvarez on getting the win here, and we'll get him up in the booth. Let's take a look at the final results. So Franco Alvarez gets a win. Claudio Bardelli Jr. finishes in second. Dana Grover third. Sean Jacobs finished in the fourth position. Preston Hassel finishes in P5. Artur Vieira battles there and holds on for a sixth-place finish. Craig Marizon finishes in seventh. Finishing in eighth is Dennis Eugen. Ninth position is Gordon Carter in the 56. Eugene Fedorov finishes in that top 10 in the 84 car with the dirty little girly on the hood. Ed Palumbo finishes in 11th. Gaston Lecursi 12th. Wesley Dean in his first race out finishes in 13th. Raphael Sullivan finishes in the 14th position. Givaldo Spindola 15th. And Tiago Gomez had a rough night there. Finishes in P16. So congratulations to Franco Alvarez on getting the win. And hopefully we'll be able to get him up here in the booth. And what an interesting race that was. All in all. So we'll get Franco here in the booth with us. Wow, what a strategy race that was, Franco. Congratulations on the victory here at Phoenix.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. It was such a fun race, man. This track, it never disappoints in the virtual world. In real life, I don't like it, but in this game, it's so good, man. You can run on the outside, on the inside. There are multiple lanes on both corners, so yeah, such a fun race.
Well, it looked like we had some pretty aggressive racing early on in the race. Kind of had to get those guys settled down. We had quite a few caution flags there bunched up at the beginning. And, was your feeling that the sense of the race was that guys were being pretty aggressive early on?
I mean, it was because it was kind of hard to pass. So you needed to get track position as fast as you can because you couldn't get it later on just because it was hard. So yeah, I saw it. I was part of the aggressive side of things. Thankfully, I didn't cause any incidents. So yeah, I felt aggressiveness and it was needed on this track.
Good nose to tail battle there for with you and Vieira there for quite a while. Caution flag sort of bunched you guys back up again. And were you surprised with the decision with Vieira to stay out? I mean, he had some damage from that, hitting the wall there, that little accident. Were you surprised that he stayed out and didn't make a pit stop?
I mean, I was, because I know. We saw today tire fall off was considerable. It was quite high. So there was no way to hold the rest of the field with used tires. You had to pit there. I didn't understand why. I mean, maybe he expected a collision, but I still don't get it. So yeah, I didn't understand fully.
Well, it seemed like lap traffic was really not a huge problem. Most of there was a little bit there with some of the lap cars, but for the most part, they seemed to stay out of everybody's way.
I mean, yeah, they did a pretty good job to keep out of the way and not interfere in the racing. So yeah, that was pretty good. Also, we think we need to figure it out why this Mobile 1 Chevrolet was kind of slow on the short run. We didn't have a good quality. We started 5th. We need to figure out why we weren't so fast with new tires. So, but on the long run, this car was so good. We were able to open a gap at the beginning of the race multiple times, and then at the end we were really patient with the 4. We just stay patient behind him, just trying to learn where we could be faster than him to make the pass. And after 15 or 20 laps of studying the 4, we made the pass, and the patient won today. So.
Well, next week we turn left and we turn right at Sonoma. We haven't been there in quite a long time. An interesting track, very technical type of track. Any thoughts on Sonoma next week?
Road courses are my cup of tea. I love road courses. I have been doing road courses for 10 years. So I am really looking forward for that one. It's going to be super fun. This car behaves extremely well on the road courses, so it's going to be extremely fun next week.
Well, congratulations! Another victory for the 83, and maybe on your way for battling for another championship. So congratulations! Good racing tonight for you and that Mobile One machine back in victory lane.
Thank you so much. Thankfully, we were able to make our way through the traffic all day, so it was such a fun race. At one moment, we were in 7th or 8th, if I am not mistaken, and we still went to the lead. So yeah, this Mobile One Chevrolet was super good, and I hope we had the same pace on next week.
Man, I learned a lesson there. I saw you back in the 7th, 8th position there, and I thought, well, he's not having a good night, but never count Alvarez out is the motto now, I think.
Yeah, we were in a kind of a different strategy tire-wise. That's why we're back there. We changed 4 tires while the rest of the field changed 2. So that's why we lost so many positions. But yeah, stay calm, stay patient. We knew we had the pace. We knew we needed to be patient. That's why I got stuck behind the 27 for a while. Because I didn't have any rush. I knew we were good enough on the long run to make the pass. So yeah, just stay patient. Be patient all day, all night, and the result will come. So yeah.
All right. Well, hey, congratulations, and we'll see you next week at Sonoma.
Thanks, man. See you.
Franco Alvarez joining us up here in the booth, and what a great race there for Franco. I don't want to say he got it handed to him, but with the Archivieta's decision to not come down pit lane, to stay out, maybe he thought that he knew he was going to have damage repaired on that, and you can actually turn off damage repair. So maybe I'm just hypothesizing here, but I'm not sure what was going through his mind. I'm certainly not even close to half the racer that Archivieta is, but I really think that maybe some overthinking on that put him back behind the 8 ball and gave Franco Alvarez a lot easier time. If Franco Alvarez would have had a little bit of a bad pit stop and been mired back in some traffic, it might have been a different story for Archivieta. But a good run for Artur, and Franco Alvarez gets the win. Another win for that Mobile One sponsored team. Well, we got some more racing headed your way tomorrow night. That's right, Kentucky Speedway, 100-lap race. And it's the Cup Series. 1X tires, 1X fuel. Race number 4 of the season, 100 laps at Kentucky, baby. I get out of the broadcast booth. I should get out of the driver's seat. I get out of the broadcast booth, get in the driver's seat, and mix them up. And I like Kentucky, man. Maybe I might be able to pull off a win. Who knows? Come on out and join us in the Cup Series. A lot of fun in that series, man. Tonight's race has been brought to you by EliteHostUSA.com. If you are interested in an rFactor 2 server, there are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. That's EliteHostUSA.com. Thank you so much for joining me here on the YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Smash the subscribe button and massage that bell. You get updates when races are going live. Thanks to all those subscribers out there. People come out and watch the races week in, week out. I really appreciate that help. I love to see people join the channel and come in and participate in the chat. You see Ritsky Novar join us in the chat too. Good to see him. That's going to do it for me tonight. Thank you so much for joining me here on TurnLeftTV. Congratulations to Franco Alvarez on getting the race win. Don't forget to join us next week. We'll be at Sonoma Raceway. Until then, I am out of here.